What's up? What's up? What's up, confessors? Glad you are coming in and tuning in. Welcome to the premiere of 21 Questions with Confessions. And y'all, I am super excited about my first guest. Y'all really do not have no idea. I am such a support, follower, and fan of this woman. She is the reason why I actually started this show here. So without further ado, please allow me to bring up my first guest, the one and only Millichun. Hey, boo. Hey,
Hey
Millie.
everybody! Hello, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I am well. I am doing well. And that was a great introduction.
Girl, you have no idea. I am so excited about this. I have been waiting a long time for this. So I appreciate your time. I know you are a busy, busy woman. And I know you have a great interview that I cannot wait to see tonight with Sweet Tea. And I would like you
Yes.
to promote that right after all of
Yes.
this because I'm going to be getting into that.
I was so excited about it. I think everybody has so many questions, and I was like, just bring your questions. And she's a lovely person.
Yes.
So I think that I just think she was great for the show. I think she was the reason the show was on this season. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yes. Let me tell you, I don't even think I watched much last season. I just tuned
Yeah.
in a little bit, but when she came about, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
I'm
because
in
that was
for
a different dynamic. Like, what was
the
that going to be about? Yeah,
yes. You got to switch the shows up. You got to switch
yeah,
it up a little bit.
you do.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, let's get into you a little bit because that is why we are here. You are on the other side of things for a minute, honey.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So, Millie Chun, first of all, how did you get your name? Because I know it's got a little bit of your real name in it. How did you come with Millie Chun?
Well, my daughter Lillian is the first Chun of them all. We lived in Japan, and her caregivers were Japanese, and they put Chun at the end of every girl's name, and it's like Lily Chun, Millie Chun, you know, whatever, whatever your name is if you, as a girl. So Chan means pretty in Japanese. So like, and I call her like literally if you're on live, you hear me call her Chan all the time because that's what I call her. But when I got ready to do my Instagram, I was like, well, I'll just be Millie Chun. I'll just take the first part of my name and put this and then put Chun at the end of it. And that's just how it was. And it just really sticks because it is exactly, it's me.
Yes.
So
Yes, it's you. I love it. Wow. I was like, because
yeah.
I always wonder, like, where did that come from? But that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. I like that. I never knew that they
Yeah.
did that at the end of girls' names.
Yeah. They
Wow.
put they put son at the end of boys' names. It's a
Ah,
it's a
okay.
it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
So, how long have you been in this industry? First of all, do you call yourself a blogger, content creator? What do you put yourself in, or do you not at all?
I I think that changes from time to time. I think I'm an entertainment blogger for the most part. Um, and when I'm doing my hot topics, I'm creating content. So I'm just a cornucopia of all of it, and I absolutely love it. Right, like I have to remember to eat sometimes because
Girl.
it's like you could get up in the morning and it could be a slow morning. But
Yes.
then about 10, like I was like, why do people come outside of their house? Like it is a mess. and then we just got, and I love the Millie crew. I have to say this. I always say this, and I would be crazy not to say it. I appreciate everyone who supports me because I wouldn't even be talking to you if I didn't have that support. But it's like they keep me right there on the pulse. Like there's one girl who just, have you talked about this yet? And I was like, I'm just waking up. was like, but I'm on it. And I mean, as soon as somebody says that to me, I was like, this is something they need to hear. So let me get myself together. Let me throw some lip gloss on, see what hair I'm wearing, and let's get into it because they need it. So I had to give it to them.
Yes, girl, you be on it because when I wake up to get ready for work, you about 3-4 videos in. I'm like, my goodness, it's
Well,
that's how.
I have to be a little strategic, right? Because of where I'm traveling now.
Mhm.
So I'm not able to do it like I used to do. Like in the morning, I get up, get coffee, play King's Match, Candy Crush, and then I go on to whatever what my topics are for the day. But now it's like I'm in the evenings, I'm up later in the evening, so I'm doing content all through the night. So while y'all are sleeping, I am researching, I am creating content. So before I lay down to rest, I give y'all about 2 or 3 videos, and if I get up in the middle of my rest, I shoot another one out. Like it's just constant, right? And but I just absolutely love doing it, so it doesn't bother me at all.
That's cool. Now, do you do all your videos at once and do you like time them to come out, or do you
Um,
manually put them out one by one whenever you like?
I'm still learning, so that sounds great. I would love to know how to do that.
It's in the event on Instagram. It's in the advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you can pick the day and time you want that post to come out.
But I would love to do something like that. But the thing is, like if I had something set up like that, because there's always topics I can talk about, I can go and research, or
Mm-hmm.
things that I receive daily. But it'll be like, I'm like, okay, I'm put this out at 6, and at 6:05, Porsha's filing for divorce. Now I got to wait and pivot, and I'm like, I gotta talk about this right now. Or if I'm
Right,
on the road, girl, the worst part is if something happens and I'm literally in a car,
girl.
and it's
Yeah.
like, and I have to just turn the air down, turn the music down. Hey y'all, it's your girl Millichun. Let's get into it because we gotta go. We gotta
Let's get
go.
into it.
Yeah, we gotta get into it. It's crazy, but a rush. And when people come outside, they just do things and we just talk about it.
Don't it be? So,
Yeah.
how long have you been doing this? When did you
Uh,
start?
um, I I want to say it had to be 2021. It had to be like maybe May of no. It was my first TikTok that I did was in January of 2021.
Okay.
I think. No, it was before. It's right before the pandemic, so it was like maybe May of 2019, right?
Uh
And I
huh.
just did little stuff like that. That was it. I made like a AKA Founders Day post, and then they had all these great sounds because there's one particular sound that I absolutely love on TikTok, and I love it. I do it often. I haven't done it in a while, and then like I went and I talked to Fuck It I Need because I watched him all the time.
Hmm.
When I had spoke to him, I was like, I love what you do. And I was like, I can do this too. So I think my first big thing, like that was, I think I would say 2019. And I just kind of rolled from sounds. I did a couple of reviews. And my favorite thing that I did in the beginning was I reviewed the Tasha K interview with Sean Stockton's mistress.
Ah.
That was so, like, I
Woo.
had never done that before. That
Uh
was
huh.
so good. That was so good.
So, what made you do? So, what was it about TikTok that you felt you wanted to start this on out of all platforms?
I don't know. I think I didn't know. I wasn't even on TikTok. I never even planned to get on TikTok
Oh,
because
really?
I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, I'm looking at stuff on YouTube. I was like, I don't need another thing. But then but then my baby was sending me all these videos and my best friend was sending me these videos and I was like, girl, where you getting this from? She's like, girl, on TikTok. You got to get on TikTok. So I did a TikTok with my daughter and my niece. And then I would just scroll up and down. I would just scroll. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. Cause it was like literally, I think TikTok is like the best thing ever. Like I
I
learned to
love
make
it.
red beans and rice off of TikTok. So it's the best thing ever. So, and I don't know. And I think it's because the graphics, because it's easier to the green screens, and then it's the way you can record it. And it's just really easier. Like Instagram doesn't give me that. With YouTube, I have to do something kind of different. And even now, like I have to challenge myself because I'm gonna move into a YouTube kind of way. Like I'm working on that now, but it was just really easy to do. And I don't know, you got to follow directions and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
about to
learning
get
to do that.
myself doing some TikToks now. You don't inspire me to do that now. I've been trying to figure it out. I
Yeah,
feel like, you know what? I'm gonna try it this year.
yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so is your social media persona different from your real life persona, or what we see is what we get on social media as we would in real life, Millichun?
It is. I'm gonna say it's like 95%. What you see is what you get. You know, of course, that other 5% is just my real personal life. You know, just the stuff that I really go through, like the crying. You know, why is this happening? Like
Yes.
my unhappy moments. So honestly, yes. Like what you see. I was at work the other day. And the girl walked up to me. She was like, "Are you Millie Chan?" I was like, "Yeah." And I just reached out and hugged her. And she was like, "Oh," And when people meet me, like a lot of people say, "Oh my God, you're so little," because I'm like 5'1". And most people would say 5 feet, but I feel like I'm 5'1". But
I'm five
yeah,
exactly as well.
I
Five
think
one, five exactly.
yeah. So I am literally what you see is what you get. Like, child, like I literally was just talking to my mama, and that is how I talk to my mama. Like, I was talking to her today, and we were
that.
talking about. I told her I had gave her some phrases. I said, "Word on the curb and get your lick back," and she was like, "Yes." So yeah, this is exact. Like literally. I literally just can't be anybody else. But like I will say on TikTok, it is. I think all the platforms have a certain thing. I think Facebook is your family reunion, your high school reunion. It's your family on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think on Instagram, this is kind of the place where you kind of stunt a little bit sometimes, like let me put this on. But I feel like TikTok, like I wear my bonnets and I don't wear makeup and and it's like you can just be like when I do a live, we have some really deep conversations. They get really emotional. Things happen. Crying, you know what I'm saying? Like I literally, before I get ready to do any endeavor, and this is the truest thing, I go right to TikTok and do a live and I talk to them and I ask them. And that is really where everything that's going on has come from. Because that is like TikTok, the people on TikTok are who just continues to lift me. And I just really share most of everything over there with them. Like they have no idea, but they are included in a lot of things that have happened. I ask, because I
Yes.
was like, y'all, I really got a lot of things in my head. If I wrote a book, like, would you all support it? Like, oh my God, like they made me an author.
Yes, let's talk about your book. And just so you know, I just bought it about 20 minutes ago before we came on. It'll be here on the 13th. So
I can't
I
wait.
can't wait to read that.
I can't wait.
So please tell me about the book and the title and all of that stuff and how did that come to be?
I don't know. I wrote when I was going through my divorce. I wrote, right. I was just writing. It's just how I processed it. And then I have it still. I haven't done anything with it. But then I guess about 2 years ago, I was writing something. The girl that was sitting next to me, I was like, read this and tell me what you think. And it was like a paragraph. She was like, what comes next? I said, you want to know what comes next? She was like, yes. I was like, oh, okay. So I went to TikTok And I said, yeah, I'm thinking about writing a book. What do you think? It was like, oh my God, yes. So I was like, oh, I put it out there. Now you got to write a book. Because I did what I did. That was a goal, to become a published author. Yeah. So I wrote a really good book. Rose in the Wind is a really good book. And I like to put things out there to make sure they happen. So right now, what we're working on with Rose in the Wind is kind of bringing it to life. And I'm really searching for like 4 actors, college, whatever, because I really want to bring it to life and give y'all like little skits, kind of like, like Country One was my inspiration. So I just want to kind of do that because it's so good.
Oh,
if I didn't write it, I would still think it was so good.
I understand how you feel, because I also had wrote a book 10 years ago and just went back to it. And I'm like, this is good. You know your own stuff. You know your own stuff. And I cannot wait to read yours.
So I'm in the process of the last one. And I know I said it was going to be called The Perfect Petal because it's the Rose edition. I do love that. But I was going one direction and I had to pivot, and I'm going a different direction. And right with soundtracks, I have to make a soundtrack first.
Mm-hmm.
I have to hear my book before I write my book. So I made my soundtrack. It's so good. And I played a little of it. Like I was on Instagram in my stories, and I was like trying it out just to see. And people were like, oh my God, you gotta, you're doing really. I was like, this is part of the book. It's like, this is so good.
Wow.
So yeah, I have a process. So I have to see the story in music, because I feel like music, there's a song for every moment in your life.
Yes.
And that's how I write my books.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm upset now because I also hear the song when I'm writing, but I never write the song down what I feel should be playing during that part in the book. And now you see, maybe I can finish that up as I go. See, I like that.
Yeah, I was listening to something and I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna write it like that. This is gonna be a switch, and they're gonna love it. Like they're not even gonna see. Y'all not gonna even see it coming. Watch.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, look, I'm really intrigued. So, where can we buy the book?
Rose in the Wind is on Barnes and Noble and Amazon.com. Rose with No Thorns is on those 2 platforms and Walmart.com.
Okay, I got Rose with No Thorns.
You can go to my website at Millichun.com and you can buy it there too. You can go, it'll take you to the links.
Okay, so is Rose in the Wind the first part?
That's the first one.
Okay, so I got the second part. So so I need to buy the first part then.
And the second part, actually, let me explain this to you. Like the second book is really it's good to be a first, because I never meant to write 3 books. I just wanted to write one great book.
Uh-huh.
My publisher's like, you can't do this. You got to keep going. I was like, okay.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Look, this is what you wanted. Now you got it. Yeah. Okay.
But I appreciate the Millie crew, though. They are really, they are the reason I'm sitting in front of you today. Like I thank you, Jesus, and thank you for my hard work, but I know exactly what else got me here. So I'm always appreciative of them.
Well, isn't that weird? Because I'm part of the Millie crew, so I'm part of the reason why you here with me.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes, because I finally had the pleasure of catching one of your TikTok lives, and you were just so raw. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I love her even more. And this was after you had already said yes to being my guest. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she is just so awesome. So you are like, you really put yourself out there, and you don't sugarcoat it. Like, you really let us in. You really let us in.
And I feel an allegiance. Like, I haven't been on TikTok Live in a minute. I've been on like YouTube Live, but because I'm going to do a Hot Topics tonight after Sweet Tea, because it's a lot going on and we got a lot to talk about. So just maybe an hour, maybe 35, 45 minutes, but I enjoy it. Like, I'll probably do a TikTok live. Sometimes I'll pop in like in the middle of the night. They'll be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing up?" I'm like, "What are you doing up?" Like, people up all night long. So I love it. But I gotta get
I'm a
back
late
in there
nighter too, so
yeah, I
that's
gotta
what
get
I
back in
caught
there
you.
too.
That's what I caught you.
Cause they get mad. They get mad at me, girl. I had to get over there. Let me get over here because I done spoiled them. So, but I loved it.
So out of all of the shows that you talk about, what are your top 3 favorites that you enjoyed the most?
Oh my God. Seeking Sister Wife is back. And I just watched it today and I have to review it. I've been gathering photos because that was something that I did and spoiled my crew because you gotta have pictures. So Seeking Sister Wife, Seeking Brother Husband, it's amazing. Like it's amazing.
Brother Husband was good. I didn't watch Seeking Brother Husband. Was that good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was different. It was good. But Seeking Sister Wife, I love that. I love. I really and truly enjoy the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I really enjoy that.
Would you say that's your favorite franchise out of all?
No, my favorite franchise is New York, the old New York.
Oh, you're speaking my language,
Yeah.
honey. Yes. Now, why would you say Beverly Hills is one of your favorites?
I
What is it
think
about those women?
here's the thing, because they are where they are, right? Those women don't have to put on any airs. They got all the money, they got all the fashions, they got all the real estate, they got all the airplanes, they got all the trips. So what you're seeing is just them in their regular reality.
Absolutely.
So it's like I feel like, Marlo with all her fashions. Like just I mean, if you have $5 gazillion, I mean, are you really wearing Chanel all day? Like, I'm not doing that all day.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I just feel like it's just too much. And I mean, I loved the old Atlanta. I always felt like they was trying to keep up with the Joneses, of course, but New York is my number one. Is my number one.
I love New York. They do bring it like no other.
Yeah.
So, are you happy with the reboot?
It was hard for me to watch it, but I got through it and I did like it.
Okay, so you'll be back.
I'll be back.
They say they're supposed to be bringing back some OGs. I thought once upon a time.
If they bring Sonya back, I will be in. I will never miss.
She is my favorite, hands down.
Please,
hands down. Did you watch the spinoff of Sonya and Luann? Girl, they give. I love them. They give.
I love Sonya. Sonya Morgan is the best.
Yes, she is.
The best.
If you could be a part of any franchise, where do you see yourself fitting in out of all of them?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I would say this, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I actually live there. And I think it will be authentic because I know places. So I'm gonna say Love and Marriage Huntsville. I went to school.
Yeah.
I went to school in Huntsville.
Okay.
So, I went to Alabama A&M. Shout out to the Bulldogs.
Shout out.
So I think it would. I could do that. I could do that. I could do that.
You can hang with the girls. You could go to a couple of events and all of that good stuff.
And some expos. Some expos, honey.
Girl, let's talk about the expo and all of this going on. Let's talk about Huntsville a little bit anyway. First of all, what are your thoughts on Martel as he is right now going through all of his shenanigans?
I think I've always thought that Martel is he's very what is the word I'm looking for? He's a very insecure man. Number one, because he is not as smart or as successful as he would like others to think he is. So when he is challenged, that's why he comes undone. Like if you think about when he was doing the wine and he was telling his uncle, don't ever come here, don't ever talk to me like that. Like he couldn't, he doesn't like to look bad. Right? He just
never got my
like
wine I ordered.
He doesn't like to look bad. And he you know, with him not, you know, he's apologized to Mel like maybe 3 solid times. I think it's 3 times, but he still does the same thing.
Right.
You know, and Martel, you know, you can go on anybody's platform and you can sit here and say, I didn't do this, but you created something. You created more DNA that didn't belong to the DNA in your house. You did this. And whenever he gets to that point that he can actually say that genuinely, maybe he can change a little bit, or maybe we could see something different. But he's just a very unhinged, insecure, not smart man.
Not at all. Not at all.
He's just not, he's less than smart. He's just really, I mean, it's a sad thing to see because I feel like Martel's in hiding now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then people are not happy with him, and so I get it. Like, why would we watch someone like that?
True. Do you feel Carlos should keep him on the show?
Absolutely not. I feel like no, absolutely not. Because my thing is, like, there are healthy relationships. There are men who actually love their wives and they have stress. Like I will say with Lou and Tiffany, although I felt like Tiffany got on my nerves a little bit, I loved their relationship because he actually, no matter what she did, because she was always throwing him into something, but he had her back. Now, if you had 3 more couples like that, this may be a show that we could really, really get into. Black love. We could see like the situation with where she felt like she was going through postpartum and she needs to take a break. That was a real moment.
Yes.
You know, and so, but then you got Marsha and Tisha over here talking about she pregnant. Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. I don't have time for that. That is
I was so upset. A waste of film.
Like, why? This is how you end the season? Why? She talking about she pregnant? Girl, please. And then as soon as she walked out, he got his phone in his hand. Like, is he texting somebody?
Here's a question. F, marry or kill out of the Huntsville husbands.
Unalive Martel. F. Oh, girl, that's all I got. That's all I got. I would not do it. I could.
You wouldn't even marry none of them?
Like, you talking about holy matrimony with the license? I would not enter in any type of certificate with any man. No.
I mean, just want to kill
Let me say this. If I was a young single woman looking for like I'm watching TV, because you know people influenced by things that we see on television.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna move to Huntsville. You know, see what that's like, because Huntsville is nice. It's a beautiful place. It was the number 1 place to live in America.
Right, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
But if I had watched Love and Marriage Huntsville and I saw like the crop of men that they have representing this city, I would never move there. Never. If I thought I would get somebody like Maurice, who has made his wife feel like she needs to apologize to him for having what could have been a fatal illness. I don't want it.
No, ma'am.
Can't do
No,
it.
couldn't do it. Don't want to do it. Would never
Can't
do
do it.
it.
Yeah, it's like it's insane. And then you got Martel with his side lady on the phone in the car, and as we come to find out now, it's probably like a gateway to her being on the show. And then you got Marceau, who just goes to Africa by himself. That's insane.
That he loves to do it.
So,
Don't he love to do it?
No, ma'am. That's all I could. That's it. That's all I got. I think that they should really reboot and find people who really love and show love, because it just it's just I can't with the tearing down of the women and stuff. It's just too much.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Okay, so now that we are just into March, here we are in 2024. What is the top 2 craziest things that has blew your mind so far this year? And I'll give you a second because I know it's been a lot.
Oh my God, it's been so much. But I would have to say number 1 is Cat Williams. I would have to say number 1, Cat Williams, because he opened up a lot of cans on that interview.
Yes,
I don't even think Shannon was ready for that. He was not ready. And if I have to go, it was a lot, but I'm gonna have to go with ReaTssa.
Yes,
I gotta go with ReaTssa.
Shout out to ReaTssa.
I gotta go with it. I think that's amazing. And when I talk about the Millie crew, this is what I mean, right? I mean, and I say this to them all the time. You have no idea how much power you have. And I appreciate it, because this girl went from just talking about her story on Valentine's Day to sitting on Good Morning America in Tamron Hall and going to London. And now has signed with CAA Talent Agency. Powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I appreciate what they have done for me. And I know she appreciates what we have done for her, because I'm right there in it too. So absolutely, it's an amazing thing. It's amazing. Cat Williams and ReaTssa. Yeah, absolutely. My mom and I was talking about ReaTssa today. So she's everywhere.
Yes, she is. And I am just so proud of her for telling this story, because people are going to be people, and you are going to get the backlash. People are going to try to piggyback. And then the fact that Legion want to come out and try for me, it's the fact that he tried to come out and rebuttal all of this is just amazing. What do you think about that?
Which made her story credible.
Yes.
Every time he said something, like when he said, "Oh, I'm on my 16th day of shooting my life." Child, this story had been out 16 days. It still had been 16 days. What are you talking about? How did you even know what was going on? Insane.
Girl, I just don't understand. If that's the biggest narcissist if I've ever seen one.
I have never been lied to like that so much in my life. That man was something else.
I just couldn't believe it. And did he ever reveal what was up with his knee? Has he revealed that yet?
Yes, he did an interview. And you know what? I think it's in my drafts. I think it's in my drafts. But the guy that interviewed him,
I remember, it was that guy. Yep.
He said there was nothing wrong with his knee. He said if anything ever, he just bumped it somewhere. He was like, "Oh, she was lying. There's nothing wrong with my knee. There was nothing ever wrong with it."
Probably wasn't. He was just limping, I feel. Once at some point, that's what I thought. Like, he probably was just limping the whole time for nothing.
Girl.
But then again, how do you explain to the point where you going in Gatorade bottles? Like, I don't know. Or he went that far.
And then the weight loss too. So I don't know.
Right. Okay, so what do you think about the whole Andy Cohen lawsuit that is going on? Leah has come out saying certain things, and it seems like a lot. Do you feel there is something going on? Do you feel that there is a toxic situation going on at Bravo at all?
I mean, it's so much that has come out at Bravo. It's so much that has come out. Um, I heard somebody say that, I think it was Al Reynolds. He said that he's been around Andy when they've partied or whatever. He's a good time, but sometimes people would do a little extra to get a little further. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wasn't there, so it's all alleged, but could he? I mean, he could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Andy, with him and Nene's situation, I'm going to say allegedly he could be into something.
Yeah. I mean, it may be wrong to feel this way, but I feel on that type of level of where they are in their atmosphere, in their environment, that's how they socialize and mingle. And people socially drink. Some people socially do other things together.
It's a
work party.
They ski. They do that sometimes.
Exactly. But I kind of feel different by it coming from Leah for some reason. That's why I
know. She's my
That's
Virgo,
what it is for me.
And I feel like that because when I saw Leah's, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, like I was saying, like we don't know Leah like that, but
yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention.
You gotta pay attention. We'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out. And what do you feel about Simon and Porsha and their divorce?
I screenshotted something today for Simon. Like
we can't hear you. You lost your sound. We lost your sound. Nope. Trying to get it right. Nope. Oh no. Just go all the way out and come back in. Maybe that'll help. I still don't hear you. Can y'all hear in the chat? Because I can't hear, but can y'all hear in the chat? I don't know what's happening. That's so weird. No, they can't hear you in the chat either. Oh, we got you back. God, okay, we hear you. 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 You back.
I'm back.
You back. You back. You back. You back. You back. We got you. We hear you.
I can't hear you.
Now you don't hear me?
Hold on 1 second.
We hear her, now she can't hear me. This is what happens, y'all, when you go live. But we gonna work it out. She gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. Look, just when we was trying to be great, getting real into it and stuff. Okay. Science says she hears us both. She hears us both, but she doesn't hear me. So, can you hear me now? We gonna get it together. We gonna figure it out.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I hear you. I can't hear you.
What the crap? Darn it.
What were we talking about? Porsha. I will say this. So Porsha and Simon, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's like 6 days before she filed, they were in Dubai having a great time, and then all of a sudden it's just over. I think and people are saying that Porsha's doing it for for her money and to make sure she's protected. But why do all of that hoopla behind all of that? And why marry this man and he's this old? Like, I'm tired of that. That's what I'm tired of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Right.
You
Shoot.
have to put it in. Uh-oh.
I'm trying to put. Hold on.
I was like, put it in your chat, and then I can see the chat.
I'll tell you to listen on Instagram. See if that can help. If that helps. Can you listen on Instagram? Seeing if she see what I wrote in the chat. You see the chat? See what I wrote in the chat? I'm trying to tell her to listen on Instagram. Oh, go to the private chat. Listen on Insta.
Oh, there we go.
You hear me?
Okay.
Let's see if we can do it that way.
Hold on. Let me get that there.
Okay. See, we gonna work it out. That's what we do over here. We work it out, y'all. We work it out. We gonna get it together. Now we gonna continue right now. Just a couple of follow-up questions, and I'm gonna let her go because she got things to do. She's got an interview with Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine.
Okay.
And so I want to let her get ready for that because she's got other things to do also. So let her get it together.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying.
Can you hear me on Insta? Did you go to Instagram? Look, I'm still talking like she can hear me. Did she go into private chat? I'm trying to tell her to go to private chat.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I got it.
Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to tell her to listen. Listen on Instagram. Hold on. I'm going to tell her to listen.
Okay, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. So we're almost done anyway. Just had a couple of more questions for you.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay.
But now you got to turn it down so we don't hear the echo. There we go. There you go. See, you got to work it out. See, we going to figure it out, but we almost done. Okay, let me go back to my question real quick. Okay, so another big thing that's been going on that you didn't mention was the biggest thing. Your take on what is going on with Diddy and how long do you think it's going to take for his takedown to occur?
Oh my God. Diddy is done. Like, he's done.
Done.
I saw what he posted today. He was out to, I think it was on the Shade Room. He was out to dinner with his boy. And I don't listen to Candace Owens, right? But she, the Neighborhood Talk made a post of her going through the documents.
Yep.
She said we should read it because it is stunning. I think Cassie was just the tip of the iceberg. And this Rod dude, this is the whole Titanic.
Woo!
Because I feel like it's over. I feel like Diddy has done so much to so many people, and now he is about to reap it. And this is gonna be sad to watch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad.
It's gonna be a lot surviving Diddy, and 50 still got his take on him, and that's just a whole nother whirlwind. It's just so funny. But let's see. So when you are watching your shows, what are your
Oh
favorite
my God.
snacks to enjoy?
One of my favorite what?
Snacks, goodies, munchies.
I love hot fries. I love a good hot fry and popcorn with almonds.
Ooh, I never had popcorn with almonds.
Yeah.
That is lovely. Okay, so I made this show
Yes.
simply because I want to pass the baton and meet up with other bloggers. So, who would you give your top 5 bloggers that you would give your flowers to right now?
It's got to be True Tea. It's got to be True Tea is number one. I go to her when I need to hear a dragging. Like, she is so talented in that department. Um, I like Here for Hot Tea. She's younger. She's a little more loose with it, right? You know, but she has like she has a truth behind what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like she goes around with, but she has a truth behind what she is actually saying, and she's a really big advocate for women too.
Yes.
Um, when I heard Queen Sheba for the first time, I thought she's just really smart. I think she's just really smart with. She's careful. She's thoughtful, and she's strategic, because when she was interviewing Martel, that interview was actually better than the Tasha K interview. She got more information out of him than anybody.
Yes.
Um, who else? I like trending at some point. I like trending at some point. She is like I always say I give the cliff notes.
Mm-hmm.
She gives the whole full out everything you need to know. And I'm gonna have to go with Empress Radio. I'm gonna have to go with Empress Radio because I've been following her a lot. I mean, and I always say, Funky Dineva is my number one. He's why I do what I do. So he's just Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva.
Yes.
But Empress Radio, I think she was the first one I started following. And if I had to say something, I really wish Hey Girl Hey comes back. I don't know where she is. I don't know what she's doing, but if you're out there, come back because I miss her voice. I really miss her voice. So that's it for me. For right now.
For right now.
There are others coming up like Cocoa. I like Cocoa. She is raw. She is so raw. She's so real. And the Confessions of a Queen, reality queen, is just on the rise. So yeah, that's it. I love that. I love that.
Okay, because some of those, I say that because I want to take some of those, because I want to pass the baton on who else I want to have on the mic. So True Tea, Queen Sheba, and Empress Radio, and what were the other? What was the other?
Oh, True Tea. Please tell her that I want her to be on here.
Okay.
I
Well, you let her know. I will be coming in her inbox.
absolutely love her.
Okay. Well, tell us really briefly what we can expect from this interview you
Yes,
have in just a little bit. Because I want to
yes.
let you go so you can prepare because I know you are a busy lady.
Um, we're gonna like review. I'm gonna touch on some moments in the reunion, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how her overall feel was for this season. I want to know about how does she really feel. Like my question is the quad Greg at the end of the night, give me a hug situation. I I didn't understand it.
That was a little eerie for me. Yes.
And I just really want to know. I want to know where she is. Like, how is she going to show up differently for the next season? Those are
Absolutely.
things I want to know. And then we're going to get into some other stuff in between, but those are the things I really want to know.
Yes, 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 honey. Well, Millichun, thank you so much for coming on here and being my first guest. You are why I started this. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed this. Everyone in the chat seems to have loved this interview. Thank you, everyone on Twitch and Instagram. Please let everyone know all of your platforms that we can find you on.
I am Millichun on Instagram, Millichun and Millichun08 on TikTok. I got my first page back. Um,
Yay.
YouTube, Millichun TV. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe. And that's about it. And then Millichun.com. That's where you can get products. I have my Team Gale t-shirts on there. Cause I can't wait till Gail Lewis comes back out. Oh, Gail Lewis was a vibe too. Gail Lewis was a vibe too. So I can't wait till she comes back out, and so she can tell us about all this stuff that's going on with her. So
Nice.
yeah, that's where you can catch me.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, Billy Shine, thank you. And I will see you on your interview with Sweet Tea. You take care. And I hope to talk to you again real soon, girl.
I enjoyed it so much. I appreciate. First of all, I'm sorry about this little hiccup right here, but
Girl, we
I
work it
really
out.
do appreciate it. I love this, and I wish you nothing but success in this. And this has been lovely to talk to you.
Thank you. You take care. Mwah.
Thank you, everybody who came, and thank you. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye. There you have it, y'all. Millie Chan. There you go, in the books. That's my girl. She is such a vibe. I didn't even know I had that much in common with her while we were talking. Like she's a vibe. Now make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all go watch this interview tonight with her and Sweet Tea. It is going to be everything. And make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all have not yet. And I am my just like her home is TikTok, my home is Instagram. So make sure y'all subscribe there and make sure y'all get all the juice. And the next time I have someone on, so hit that notification bell and all of that good stuff. Thank you for everyone who was in the chat. I know a lot of you are supporters and followers of Millie Chun and our father Millie Chun crew. So for that, y'all my people, because I am part of that crew too. So I will probably see y'all in the chat at the reunion. Okay. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.